Hi guys, so I wanted to show you really quick the weekly maintenance that is required on this bad boy here. It's the Roomba iRobot S9. I upgraded it recently from the older 8 series model that I also have a few videos of. It's basically the same thing that we go through every week. Is we have to clean the main brush and some other stuff, as you can see. Hair and whatnot gets caught in there, and the side brush as well. Sometimes, let's say once a month, I want to remove that with that screw there, and then, but it's not necessary today. Just clean it out, make sure it spins. I find that these side brushes tend to get worn down quicker than the older model, so be prepared to spend some dollars on this every year. I want to say you need to probably buy 1 or 2 per year, and actually the same goes for the main rollers. I have one in comparison here. Let's just remove these ones really quickly, show you. So this is quite used and worn down already. Been running it for some months, and it was second hand when I got it, so expect your rollers to last for about, I don't know, 6 to 12 months, depending on how often it runs and how dirty your floors are. So make sure you get all the hair and all that stuff off of it. Check the ends, and also find that hair can build up over here, so make sure that's gone too. I just cleaned this recently, so this is just from a couple of days of running. Yep, I know what you're thinking. I have a dirty house. I have cats, and I have a wife who's long-haired, and also a daughter who's quite long-haired, so yeah. And then I have one carpet, like a smaller carpet that also has long hair, so that really gets into this machine. Okay, so just wanted to show you real quick what happens when you don't clean it regularly. The hair kind of cuts through the rubber here, and then it happens almost every time. So once this happens, you need to replace it basically. So I bought an aftermarket kit, which included the newer green one here. Let's see, let's compare it to this one. See, it's quite worn down. The problem is that when I run these two together, they seem to be overlapping, so the noise is excruciating. So I need to find a way to kind of grind this down a little bit to make it fit better. You can almost imagine when they roll. So I just I put in the old one. It still works, although it's kind of worn down. I'm gonna find a way, and if I do, I will be certain to share it with you guys. Put these back in, down with the lock, and then the front wheel, well, it used to be a front wheel. On the S9 series, they moved it from the front to the back, but it's the same mechanism. You can kind of unplug the wheel from the, see here, unplug this too. Sometimes you'll get hair in here too. Just remove that, plug it back in. There you go, make sure it spins. You put this one back in. I find that every now and then this wheel gets lost. so all of a sudden I'll just see it lying around. That also happened on the old model. I think it happens when it crosses the door steps. It gets worn down over time, so you will have to replace this eventually. I haven't replaced mine yet though. Turn it over and make sure to clean the dustbin as well. I recommend doing this outside because it's quite intensive. Let's just have a look. Yeah. So we put all this in the bin. How much is this? I don't recommend doing this, just put it in the bin. And make sure to clean the filter as well every now and then. You can actually just clean it under cold water. You can remove it from the top. It will also need to be replaced sometimes. I have not replaced mine yet, just make sure to keep it clean. Rinse it under some cold water every other month or so. Plug it back in and we're ready to go.